It's another Bible Nuggets with Mr. John on why did God allow polygamy? Did God approve of polygamy in the Bible? Why did men like Abraham, Jacob, and even King David have multiple wives? And if it wasn't God's plan, why did he allow it? Today, we dive deep into the Bible's truth about polygamy and uncover God's original design for marriage. One night, young Ezra sat by the fire with his teacher, the wise priest Jethro. With a furrowed brow, Ezra asked, "Teacher, why did our forefathers have multiple wives, yet God still blessed them? Did he approve of polygamy?" Jethro, "Ah, my son, that is a deep question. Let me tell you the story from the beginning, God's original design for marriage. In the very beginning, God designed marriage to be between one man and one woman. Adam had only Eve, and together they became one flesh. Genesis 2, verse 24. This was God's perfect plan, a lifelong union of love and partnership. How did polygamy begin? But after sin entered the world, men followed their own desires. The first man recorded to take multiple wives was Lamech, a descendant of Cain. Genesis 4, verse 19. Lamech married 2 women. Not only was he the first polygamist, but also a violent and proud man. Polygamy did not come from God's blessing. It came from human selfishness and sin. Why did God allow it? But if polygamy was not God's design, why did he allow it? The answer is simple. God permits some things because of the hardness of human hearts. Matthew 19, verse 8. God's permission and God's approval. Take Abraham, for example. When he and Sarah doubted God's promise, she gave him Hagar as a second wife. But what followed? Jealousy, division, and suffering. Genesis 16, or Jacob. He only wanted Rachel, but was tricked into marrying Leah. Then he took their servants as wives, leading to rivalry and heartbreak. Genesis 29, verse 30. Every polygamous marriage in the Bible led to conflict, kings, and the downfall of polygamy. Even David, a man after God's own heart, took many wives and his family suffered. His sons turned against each other, leading to violence and betrayal. And then there was Solomon, who took 700 wives, 300 concubines, but they led him into idolatry and rebellion against God. 1 Kings 11, verse 1-4. Deuteronomy 17, verse 17. A king must not take many wives, or his heart will be led astray. God had warned about the dangers of polygamy, but Solomon didn't listen, and his kingdom fell apart. God's true plan restored. When Jesus came, he restored marriage to God's original plan. He said in Matthew 19, verse 4-6, "Have you not read that he who made them at the beginning made them male and female?" God's best plan has always been one man, one woman, one lifetime. God's plan never changed, Ezra said. So polygamy was never God's plan, but he used imperfect people to fulfill his perfect purpose. Jethro replied, "Exactly, my son. Even in human failures, God's grace was at work. And today, God still calls us back to his original design for marriage, faithful, lifelong love between one man and one woman. What do you think about polygamy in the Bible? Drop a comment below. Tag someone who needs to hear this biblical truth. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Bible insights.